Hello, my fellow YouTubers. I think that's definitely going to become my opening from now on, because I like it. Hello, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to more Random Thoughts from me, O. Ted Bear. Now, I try to understand things. I'm not just willing to write it off as one thing or another, or it was just in the script. I try to understand. For me, understanding the why of something is very important. And some things come easy for me, like why Kinsey asked Deeks the question from the partner survey in NCIS Los Angeles last season. Now, that was easy for me to understand. Some things I can't quite wrap my head around. And what I can't wrap my head around in this video is the concept of guilty pleasure. Now, I understand the definition, but what I don't understand is the why. Why do we need to have guilt of a pleasure? Negative emotion surrounded by something we enjoy. Now, Urban Dictionary, let me make sure I read this correctly, uses guilty pleasure to describe a certain substance or activity a person enjoys and often participates while said person morally believes or is informed that the substance or activity is improper, abnormal, incorrect, makes you freak. Yeah, actually, I added the makes you freak part, but this definition, this concept, makes me wonder, why can't we just be honest with what we want? I want that Twinkie. How does lying about wanting that Twinkie make me a better person? And why do I need approval before I can enjoy the Twinkie? Maybe a Twinkie was not the right thing to bring up when you're a fat guy like me. But I think it helped sell my point. Instead of breaking those questions down, I thought I would take another tact. I read a tweet, I think it was last week, from a person talking about the guilty pleasure of finding something for yourself when you're shopping for Christmas presents. And the phrase was actually how that particular action made you an asshole. Now, this tweet really helped focus my thoughts on why I'm not a big fan of the concept of guilty pleasures. Now, specifically on that tweet, you're looking for things for other people. But the sale doesn't, is not out there specifying for other people. They want to sell to everybody, including you. So that concept does not make you an asshole. Seriously. And with everything we do, everywhere we try to go, and every part that we try to play just to fit into our modern world, why do we need to feel guilt about some Rocky Road ice cream? Hey, I walked for an hour. We go through enough. we go through enough. And don't we deserve that Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Katy Perry, Spice Girls, Power Hour playlist jam out? The answer to both and any other combination thereof is yes. As you have probably guessed, the concept that brings up social pressures and fitting in, and I've got a lot more to say about that, but that needs to be in another video, because whenever I make these videos, I want to be helpful and not just spit out things that, spit out things that are not helpful. So I have to choose my words fairly carefully on that. Now, as far as guilty pleasures, really, there is no bad guy. Except those people who give you guilt, who tell you you're gay because you like NSYNC, or Justin Bieber, Barry Manilow, whatever. That tell you you're a freak because you've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, or let's see, Battle of the Planets. Hey, I grew up with that stuff. Who tell you you're just crazy because you can actually name off the Power Rangers teams from Mighty Morphin up to Zeo, which I could do at one time. That you're going to hell! Hell, man! For that very... That's a long list. In a nutshell, if your friends are going to get into a high holy snit and actually shun you because you've been on the internet, or you've watched Pokemon, or anything like that, seriously, if you have friends like that, it's time to get some new friends. Because how does denying part of yourself make you a better person? Now, guilty pleasures probably had a purpose at one point. Most likely as part of that very long list of things you don't do if you're a gentleman or a lady. Since we're redefining what it takes to be a good person, I mean, some of the things are still the same, don't walk down the street and try to knock people out. Other things. Why can't we lose some of the guilt that comes along with our pleasures? I think I may have made my point. Hopefully I did. But if I haven't, leave a message down below and I'll see if I can help. See if I can... Oh, the Kinsey and Deeks question before I wrap up here. Now, specifically in episode 22, back in season 1 of NCIS Los Angeles, right after we lose the character of Dominic Vale, Kinsey's partner, we find out that Kinsey really has a fear of letting people get close, and it's very understandable. And over the next few years, we have had Kinsey getting close to the character of Marty Deeks. And we found out that this scares her. And in season 5 of NCIS Los Angeles, we've actually said that it scares the hell out of Marty too. And when you are emotionally scared, you want an outside force to give you empirical data. And that is why Kinsey did the partner survey with Deeks last season. Anyway, I'm Old Ted Bear. I just hope I helped.